Everything feels like a threat when you have MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome. I know because I went through it. My daughter did. I've worked with plenty of clients who have had reactions to tons of different foods and supplements, and you just sit there and observe your life in the middle of it, and you just look for the next thing. It's going to cause you a possible reaction all the time. You're trying to protect yourself against it, and you can't blame yourself because you've had thousands of these reactions, right? And you're in this place where you don't know what to do, and these doctors aren't able to help you, and they're just kind of leading you all in circles. I've been there 100%. So when you start to perceive everything as a threat, the thing you have to realize is that by perceiving it as a threat, it's making it more concerning to your immune system and your brain and your nervous system. And you have to be able to have some solution to this, okay? Well, Matt, I'm reacting to everything. How can I not perceive it as a threat? Well, I can give you an idea of what you need to do to eliminate the real threats, okay? And then the things outside of this, you would want to go ahead and just do your best to ignore any reactions that happen out to anything else outside of this. Then you would just, want to ignore, because obviously they're not the right decisions, right? So number one, you got to change your diet. You got to get off the high meat diet, the high protein diet. You got to be eating fruits, rice, potatoes, vegetables, beans, lentils, if you could tolerate them, oil, salt. You got to keep it bland, because otherwise you're more than likely going to react to these things. And that is something I've seen over and over and over again. Then next, you got to go ahead and you got to slow down on the supplements. You got to stop the supplements, okay? If you're going to use any supplements, they got to be mast cell modulators. They all have to calm down the mast cells, okay? And they have to be plant-based. And you want to be simple with the supplements. You don't want to be trying to kill everything with the supplements, okay? What you're trying to do is actually detox the body and slow down the immune system so it stops responding so aggressively to everything. The most important thing of all is to slow down the immune response so it's not just overactive and going crazy, reacting to everything, right? And to do that, we got to eliminate all the irritants. So number one, eliminate the irritants in our diet. Number two, eliminate the irritants in our supplements. If we're taking supplements, as I said, they're going to be mast cell modulators to calm down the immune system. The next place we're getting irritated by is our perception of things, because we're thinking that this is maybe going to never end. We're thinking that this illness has no explanation. These reactions make no sense, that you don't know what to do, that no one can help us, that, that we're going to be stuck in this situation forever, possibly. I was there. I thought these thoughts. I remember what it felt like, okay? And it felt so sickening to be in this place, so sickening to feel these things, that it just made everything worse. It made my nervous system feel threatened. My whole body would be shaking. My whole body would feel exhausted. I couldn't feel like I was walking even. I was so tired and exhausted. I've been there 100%, right? So you got to change your perception. You got to believe that this is gonna go ahead and get better. You got to believe that by eating the right foods, taking the right supplements, doing your meditations, doing your deep breathing routine, all that you're going to be able to heal, right? And the last part I want to talk about after perception is going to be mold, mycotoxins, fungal fragments. If you have mast cell activation, you better look into it, because this is the most important thing. I saved it to the end of the video because most people don't watch my whole video, and the people who do will get the best information. So mold, mycotoxins, fungal fragments. How do I know if this is tied to my mast cell activation symptoms? Well, you could get two different tests. Number one test is mymycolab.com, okay? Mymycolab.com has a antibody test to mycotoxins, and it will show you if you're having antibodies that have been created to mycotoxins, and then that is definitive. There is no doubt there whatsoever that you are having an issue if you have high levels of antibodies, right? And it will show you the IgG and the IgE antibodies, and it will show you right there what the issue is, if you're having a significant issue or not. The other test, if you don't come back high there, that you will want to test is your urine levels, okay? From Vibrant Wellness, they have 29 different mycotoxins that they search for. And if your levels are through the roof and you're having mast cell activation symptom, well, guess what? You found your root cause, right? The root cause is typically mold, food sensitivities, chronic stress, unrecognized trauma, inability to slow the mind down and calm down. This is what I've seen over and over and over again. So if you have mast cell activation syndrome, I understand everything feels like a threat, but if you follow the instructions I gave you here in this video, you'll get out of that state. And the last thing is, hey, do some slow, deep breathing for 20, 25 minutes straight. Close your eyes. Try to really detach. Imagine your body releasing this stress, this illness, these particles out of your body that are causing you these symptoms. Imagine your body doing it through the exhale, okay? And this will help you more than you could ever believe. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to my website, endsickness.org. I got hundreds of articles, hundreds of videos on there teaching you how to heal. Take care.